Yeah. I can't have the tissue before you sneeze, you know. I can't bow down at your feet, you know. Yeah. I got a triple king bed and I don't mind sharing. I got a big G-Wagon, I don't mind sharing. We could get wild like Olivia, we could get stoned like Sharon. Rotate care, but they push me to the point where I'm just not caring. I'm just more ready than petty nowadays. Young and in control, even when they stoop low. I see anything is anything and everything's a goal. But I already know that, and I'm just more ready than petty nowadays. Just know, young and in control, even when they stoop low. I see anything is anything, I'm watching y'all close.
What's up, YouTube? Happy New Year's. I feel like it's just been so long since we've seen each other. I feel like it's been so long since we had a sit-down conversation. And like, honestly, it's all my fault. I feel like in my last video, I told y'all that I was going to be more consistent. I was going to be dropping more. And I feel like I just let y'all down. It's like I'm treating y'all like y'all some hoes. I'm giving y'all false promises and false dreams. And I'm letting y'all down. And I could never do that to y'all. I love y'all. I love the support that y'all give me. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a new year. We got to start over. You know what I'm saying? Hello, I'm Kyrie. Nice to meet you. I'm a YouTuber. I'm an influencer, full-time influencer. I do this for a living. And this is probably going to be your new favorite content vlog page. Like, come on, we got to reset everything. Because I feel like I started on a good start in 2023 with YouTube. And now, well, not 2023, 2024 YouTube. And then I feel like I just went downhill and I went up and I went down. It was just like a roller coaster with the content. But one of my New Year's resolution goals is to be more consistent with YouTube, and I just wanna re-get to know y'all. Like, I just wanna rekindle our relationship that was lost, because I feel like I just treated y'all like y'all was some hoes, giving y'all false promises, telling y'all I was gonna do things that I just never did. I just felt like I was telling you what you wanted to hear, and I wasn't speaking from the heart. But the reason I was gone, it was just changes in life that just happened recently, and it's just like, life in that fourth quarter of last year really put me through the test, and I really went through a lot. My grandma passed, and that just took a big hit on me mentally. Brand deals was just like at an all-time high. I was getting to the bag, but then it's just like I didn't feel happy. I felt exhausted. I felt like I was going through a depression. And then my grandma passed probably like the first week of January, and just through all that stuff I was going through in the fourth quarter, and just my grandma passing, it's really just put me at a setback mentally, physically. I just felt like so drained and so exhausted, and just coming on social media and just trying to be a light to y'all when I'm feeling down, you know, those two just didn't correlate. So please forgive me for my absence. I know I feel like I apologize every single video, but I promise you, I'm going to be here for you. You know what I'm saying? I like how them baby daddies be talking to their baby mamas, telling them that they gonna be there for them, and they never was there. You know what I'm saying? Our relationship ain't gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in y'all life. I'm gonna be dropping consistently now. I'm gonna be making it happen. I'm gonna make it happen. I promise y'all. But I feel like with all those things that just happened in like the fourth quarter of last year and just the beginning of January, I feel like those things kind of like opened my eyes, and it put me in a tough position, and I got out of it, and I feel like I'm growing into just a better headspace. Just the things that I've been doing lately, how I just been structuring my life, the motivation. You know, like when you get out of a breakup and you just got that fire and that desire to be better every single day. You wake up, you grind it, you know what I'm saying? You thinking about the breakup so much you can't even sleep. So what do that mean? You working, you at the gym, you putting in that work, that fire, that fuel that you have. I have that every single time, but without the breakup. It's just like my mindset right now, and just the vision that I just see for myself in 2025 is just so clear. I don't want to be one of them content creators that fade away. I am here to stay. If y'all think about my social media journey from when I first started posting content, it's always been consistent. I went full-time content creator in 2 years on social media, and that was never my goal. My goal was just to grow my training business and just get more clientele. Then I started getting sponsorships, and it started going in that direction. And like, I'm letting life take its course. But through all those journeys that I went through in the past couple years, I know my direction and where I want to go. In 2025, I'm going to meet that. I'm gonna do what I'm meant to do. I'm gonna put content. Put out content, put out great content. One of the things that I noticed through my depression and through how I was feeling, that I was bottling everything up within myself. Like, if I was going through something, all I did was work, and I was just masking my feelings. So I don't even feel like the stuff that I was going through, because I'm working. From the moment I wake up, I'm working. From the moment I go to sleep, I'm working. And it's like I never got a chance to feel how I actually want to feel. And just now that I have took time to just take a step back, I got a therapist, talking to other people, I'm just so much better in a mental headspace. And I feel like this year with content, I'm just gonna be in a different bag. Like, I am here to stay. I am about to be one of the greatest content creators to ever exist. I'm gonna be in a whole different bag. My goal is to make 15K a month this year. Like, I'm in a whole different space with just being a content creator, and I know this year would be so fruitful for us. I feel like these videos that I'm about to produce, I'm finna have y'all in y'all bag. I'm finna show y'all a recipe to be a better content creator. I'm finna show y'all a recipe to get back on your feet when you've been knocked down. I'm gonna show you the recipe how to, get out of them hard times so you can be fruitful. Like, documenting my life and just expressing myself through YouTube is just such a relief on my mental health, because instead of me bottling up, I'm expressing it to y'all, but then I'm working at the same time. So it's like I'm killing two birds with one stone. And I don't know why I ever took that break from YouTube, because when I'm killing those two birds with one stone and I'm talking to y'all and we growing and y'all just getting a recap of my life, I feel like it's just so, it's a two-way street, because I feel like I say a lot of real shit that y'all can relate to, and then I'm speaking from my heart and I'm getting this out of my chest. So it's like a real situation, showing how to just navigate life. But I don't want to just talk, I don't want to just yap. I just want to show y'all the new routine, what I'm doing to make myself better, and how we gonna start this 2025 and just make this the most successful year possible. I feel like we have to stop telling ourselves this new year is going to be different. We got to work through that. And I feel like this content right here, this video, is just going to be a stamp in this whole 2025. And when it's 2026, we're going to do a recap and just see how my life changed and just see how I elevate. I want y'all to start creating videos and say all your goals. And then when 2025 over with, you got to do that 2025 recap when you're going into 2026. And I want you to just be a man, just stand on your goals. Women and men, we have to create ourselves into the best person possible.
In the other room in the phone, bro, bitch going outside with you. Scales turn to a Martian.
Y'all see the fresh cut. Your boy had to get chopped. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my aura points just went up like 1,000. I feel like you got mad aura when you could feel you could just pop out at any function by yourself. That's how I feel right now. And I feel like I can just hit a bar, a club, just dolo by myself. I don't even need nobody. That's how much confidence I have after a haircut. But I felt like I just needed a haircut. I felt like I just needed a good self-care day. I might just even go get my nails done today. I feel like I just need to turn myself up and just invest so much into myself. And I feel like in 2025, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to invest into myself. And I'm not even talking just materialistic things. I feel like a lot of people get caught up with investments and just invested in such materialistic things that kind of bring little to no value at all. This year, I'm going to be investing into my mental health, my physique, my mentality, education, and just so many different ways to just elevate yourself. And that's what's truly what I'm going to do this year. I had to get the haircut because it's like, with all the things that's been going in my life, I've been putting aside like self-care, like little things where I don't even wear my do-rag at night to make sure my hair is good in the morning. I'm not even doing my full self-care routine because I just haven't really been in the mood to just, do those certain things. And I feel like those little things are so important. So like for now on, I'm saying I'm recovering. I gave myself time to grieve. I told myself I'm gonna give myself 10 days to grieve, and then I'm back on track. And you know what I'm saying? I'm slowly getting back in my routine. I'm slowly getting back in my groove. I'm sleeping great. Like when I'm saying I'm having the best sleep now, I don't take no sleep medication. It's just when I close my eyes, it's been good. And I'm slowly getting back into my groove and routine, and I feel myself getting happier by the day just by the small changes that I have been making. But got the fresh cut, feeling extra good, feeling sexy. We finna go back to the crib. I'm about hungry as hell. I didn't have time to eat after my workout because my haircut appointment. You know, I ain't really had time to balance out both things at a time. So let's go home. Let's cook about meal prep, and you know the deal. I'll see y'all when I get there.
I used to think about how you be that when a nigga got money. Now you been switched up on me. Now you won't say what's up to me. Okay, so now you wanna make love to me. Girl, if you don't get the fuck from me, I know you thought we had something special, but you don't mean nothing to me. Girl, I'm sorry you're not the one for me.
Good eats. We got the salmon and potatoes and cheese protein bowl. I told myself this year I gotta get back on my diet. I have to unlock my full sexiness. I feel like towards the fourth quarter of just last year in 2024, I felt like I was just on and off of my diet. I felt like a lot of the times I was just eating out. When I had a long day, I didn't want to cook. I just eat out and just have some bullshit. And I feel like in 2025, that is not flying. I am on my diet. I am cooking 80% of the meals that I eat throughout the week. And I'm gonna make sure I meal prep. And like I said, I'm going to make sure I have a routine. App and a sponsorship that I just got is this sponsor called Snap Calorie. I got it on Instagram Reels, and like now that I'm using the app, it is perfect. So all I do is take a picture of my food, I snap a picture, and it tells me all my calories and all my macros, and it just helps me structure my day. And I just be using that for now on. It's not even a sponsorship through Instagram. I'm just saying, now that I got the app through the collaboration and I'm using it, it's dope. But one thing I felt like through all my depression, I was just losing just like, not faith, but I wasn't going too hard with my faith. I feel like I always was a person that would pray like 3 times a day, morning, evening, and afternoon. And I always felt like I was chasing my faith at an average level, but I feel like, faith without works is dead. I need to be putting in the work with my faith on a regular basis. I need to be reading the scriptures. When you're depressed, I need to be seeking wisdom, seeking life coaching through the scriptures, and that's just something that I haven't been doing lately. But in 2025, I brought that back, and it's just been so much better for my mental health. I feel like all throughout my life, I always was kind of like a religious person. And I feel like with all the money that I was just brought in, I was just living too fast. And I feel like I just stepped out of my faith a little bit. I feel like, that just been like a roller coaster. It's not like I just stopped being a believer. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm really just saying is just like the love that I have for just reading the scriptures day in, day out before I go to bed and things like that. I just lost that. But where's my Bible? We got my Bible right here. I am reading 10 pages a day. Every single day I read 5 in the morning, 5 at night time, just to start off my day and just to put me in just a positive mood and a positive vibe. I feel like mind frame in this world is everything, especially with the new year started. We got a new president in office, a lot of shit happening in the world, and you got to put yourself in the most positive mind frame ever. You have to prepare for the things to come, and I feel like through the scriptures is probably one of the best ways. And we got some good news. Like with my grandmother passing, like I said, I was in a bad state of mind and just some life events happening and just threw me off. I decided to go to therapy. I always was a person that just bottled in all my problems and I just dealt with it myself. I never really talked about it. I never really expressed it too much. But I got me a therapist. One thing I find extremely weird about having a therapist is just like, I found a therapist that I felt like it'd be good for me. It's this black woman, middle age, and I feel like, reading her bio, she was the therapist for me. The app that I use to find a therapist is called Talkspace. You put in your location, you can read through just a bunch of therapists who are in your area, and you can go that way. I chose to do Zoom calls because I didn't want to really drive and meet somebody in person. That was an option, but with my busy lifestyle, I just wanted to be able to just get a little FaceTime call. And like doing therapy, like my first session and catching up on me, I could tell she was just laughing at my lifestyle because my problems are like serious problems, but just the way I go about them can just be like a little hysterical. But with a therapist, it's just so weird talking to a person and telling them such deep details of things that shit my mama don't even know, my close friends don't even know. But it's like with a therapist, they're so judgmental and unjudgmental at the same time. And it's like, I don't know this person, so I feel okay talking to him, but then it's a stranger, so I'm like, why am I telling you this? But I don't want to push and tell y'all to get a therapist right now, because I only had one session. I got my next session in a couple hours, and I'm excited about that. And I'm just gonna give y'all like a little in depth of how the therapy session go. I'm very excited about my second session because some of my life events changed. We was just talking about it, and I'm just excited to update her on what changed and just see the gems and the jewels that she can give me throughout my therapy session. The only reason why I really pursue getting a therapist is just I want to make sure that I'm in the best headspace possible. I feel like we all got trauma, and sometimes we always need somebody to outlet to just talk to and just embrace our feelings. And I feel like I don't really embrace my feelings. From the moment I wake up, I work. From the moment I go to sleep, I work. So I don't even have time to just think about the things that I endure because I'm masking it with just working. So I feel like my therapist or having a therapist can help me navigate it. People always tell me, get a therapist, but I never really did it. But let me finish eating this. Let me straighten up. Let me have my therapy session, and let me see how that go. This is our second therapy session, so who knows?
You not the one for me. Just be honest, girl, what you want from me. This ain't nothing new, keep it so 100. I can't let none of these niggas get one up on me. I go back, I telling you better run from me.
Hello there.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well today. I'm doing well.
Yeah. Well, have you given some thought to what we talked about last time?
Yes, I have given some thoughts. I feel like I've taken a different approach on a couple of different things in life. Gave myself some time. Started new hobbies to just entertain my mind instead of just being around women. So I have been. It's not perfect, but you know, it's a start. It's a start.
Well, that's so funny. So what?
The feeling that I have been feeling lately is just so bright. I mean, I have my days where I'm down, and I have my days to where I'm not, I'm kind of like reminiscing. But overall, throughout my day, I feel so motivated. I feel so inspired. I feel just like I'm becoming a better version of myself. I'm using my time now.
So let me ask you this. What's something you're insecure about?
I really don't have insecurities. Like, I don't look at myself and I'd be like, oh, I wish this can be better. I literally really don't have insecurities.
I don't believe that.
It may be some things that I want to be better, but as far as an insecure, it was like, oh my gosh, don't look at my forehead, it's too big, or
that's not necessarily an insecurity,
I don't have
but listen to how you put pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
You just said, oh, I feel like as a man, I'm supposed to be doing these things and that thing and this thing over here. There's insecurity under there. Like maybe there's insecurity about if you are good enough, which is why you're here now trying to figure out, why am I getting the same response and not getting what I want?
No, I kind of
something.
I feel like I view this as, it's not that I'm trying to get better. I view life as a game, and with a game, if you have this character, you need to elevate your character, have more fights so he can be better, have more armors. I view this as me getting more shots in the gym. I'm coming here to you to be a better person for myself. Therefore, I'm a better person overall in other people's relationships. So it's not that this is an insecurity. This is getting more shots in the gym. If you can help me understand myself a little bit more, then I'm going to be a better person. So it's not like an insecurity. It's just me doing self-improvement, me reevaluating myself.
Yes, but I want you to think about that question. I do, because everybody has insecurities.
For sure. I just can't put it on. I just don't know.
That's your wall. Like, I think
it's
that
not a physical
was really
insecurity.
Vulnerable, and so you're.
My therapy sessions be so hilarious. I know my therapist just be when she hear the shit that I say, I just know she just be laughing and she telling me she just dying inside. And I know I'm a good conversationalist. And like this therapy session went like 30 minutes over the time. That's how I know like the good conversation, having the time to talk to me, wanting to talk to me, because my issues and the things I suffer from is serious, but then it's hysterical in the way that I go about them. And like her point of views and things that she be saying be putting me in a different perspective and a different mindset. Like she asked me, what am I insecure about? And I told her I really don't even have insecurities. Like I view myself as being an attractive person. I don't have physical insecurities. And she was like, what about mental insecurities? You might be going to therapy. It's because you're insecure about something in your life or in a relationship. And I had to tell her, like, me going to therapy is like me putting up shots in the gym. I'm doing it so I can be a better person for myself, a better person to y'all, a better person to my next relationship. So me going to therapy is not because this is an insecurity. I just want to analyze myself. You know, okay, is the way I go about these problems, is that unhealthy for me? You know what I'm saying? This is just me getting shots up in the gym so I can be the best person possible for my next relationship. For y'all, for me as an individual, that's just like my goal. I just want to be a better person. But that was such a good therapy session, and just her point of views, it really just opened my eyes to a lot. I feel like we definitely got a long way to go as far as me working on myself as an individual. But I feel like the two therapy sessions that we did have just broadened my point of view and my perspective on life. Really with my issues that I'm facing, just mental issues, life issues, relationship issues, grieving, just a whole bunch of different things. And I feel just the way I go about it, it may not be the most unhealthiest thing. When talking to me, the things that I suffer from is not necessarily unhealthy. It's just not the conventional way of doing things. And she's telling me like, Kyrie, you're cold-hearted. And I can definitely view that. Like, I'm not a person when somebody says something, I'm like, no, that's so not true. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. But I don't want to yap too long, but this is my second therapy session, and this is something that I definitely keep doing for the long term and just to overall be a better person. It feels so good just talking to somebody about your issues and they're listening and just giving you constructive criticism on how to be a better person. It's just such a blessing having that, and it's just so insightful. So I definitely recommend y'all to potentially get a therapist if that's something that you're looking to seek. Like I said, the network that I use is Talkspace. Sign up. Look at your location. You can get a therapist in person, messaging therapist, video chat therapist. But I really just wanted to post this video and just give y'all a recap of just everything that's been going on in my life. 2025, I am here for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We getting back together. You know, our relationship gonna be strong. It's gonna be better than ever. I'm sorry that I left y'all, and like I really apologize sincerely to the bottom of my heart. I will never want to leave y'all again. I want to be together forever. But y'all have a good rest of the day. This is just the first video. Start to our new 2025 journey. Good video. Hopefully y'all like and enjoy it. Like and subscribe. We out.